may not be a good scientist, and a good scientist may not be a good teacher. A teacher may not be a good principal, because it requires different skill set. So the reason we have not been able to provide basic needs is one, we have grown very fast in terms of population. If today we had, see when we had our independence in 47 as a nation, we had about 300 million people, roughly. Today we have 4 times 1.2 billion. If 300 million had increased to 600 million, everybody would have twice the amount of what you have. Right? There will be less cars, there will be less traffic, there will be less garbage, there will be less power required. So our challenge is our population has grown very fast. Today we have 550 million young below age of 25. So we need more schools, more colleges, more teachers, more laboratories. It's a big challenge. How do you get it? It costs money. How many schools you build? Who is going to pay for that school? Because everybody wants school, but they don't want to pay for tuition. So let's say we want to build a school for 500 kids. We got to build a building, road there, table, chair, books, desk, library, and then children pay 100 rupees tuition fee. How do you get that money? Somebody has to pay tax. Who pays tax? Somebody who has a business and makes money. How much tax they pay? So it's a very big, complicated ecosystem. And everybody has to play their role properly in the ecosystem. If you hide on tax, you can't build enough schools. But that is the process of growing up. So we are growing up right now. The day we will be able to provide everything we need, we would cease to be a developing society. Until then, we have to go through this cycle. It's part of growing up as a nation. We are a nation of 60 years. So it will take another maybe 50 years, 100 years to grow. So we are a young nation. Look at the history of a nation. Okay, what else?
So, everyone will be having the childhood inspiration and dream, but when we try to make it up real, we have many blows and experiences and mental stress. How to make a mind according to it?
First of all, there is no need for any mental stress. There are things under your control and there are things not under your control. So best thing is not to worry about things which are not in your control. Don't try to change me because you are not in control. But try to change yourself because you are in control. So you realize in life that this I can do and this I can't do. Everybody has limitation. Fortunately, most of us have 2 hands. If you don't have 2 hands, you have limitation. We have 2 eyes. If you don't have 2 eyes, you have limitation. So then you realize what you can do and what you can't do. Life is a journey. There are no end points. If somebody says, I'm very successful, what does it mean? Does it mean you have lots of money? Does it mean you have lots of cars? Does it mean you have a beautiful wife? Does it mean you have happy children? Does it mean you have good health? So it all depends. You have to decide on your own what you want to do, but you got to have ambition. You got to work hard. You got to do good. You got to be honest. You got to be sincere. You don't want to hurt anybody. You want to love everybody, irrespective of who they are, what they do, including your enemy. And that takes a lot of guts. When in trouble, go look at Gandhiji. There are 2 examples in my, there are 2 role models in my life. And only 2. One is Gandhi, another one is Einstein. There is no third person. Nobody can match. Gandhi, because Gandhi could rise above self. He never thought of himself. See, we all get stuck in self. How would I look? What would others think of me? Am I dressed properly? Will they appreciate me? What about my children? What about my wealth? What about my house, my car, my job, my friends, my party? Gandhi could rise above self. He never worried about what others would think. He did what he thought was right to do. It requires a lot of guts. There are very few people in this world today who can say, I'm rising above myself. And when you rise above yourself, you see things very differently because you see it from there. Otherwise you see it from here. I don't know whether I make sense. Okay? So when you rise above yourself, you see the world very differently. Einstein, another important character, because he could imagine things and prove it. He never conducted any experiment. He was the best scientist ever lived who worked only with paper and pencil. No laboratory, no experiment, nothing. He just saw E is equal to mc square. So he, to me, meant imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Degrees don't matter. His imagination was so very powerful. It could go beyond all the knowledge, all put together. So for me, these two were the real characters. Thanks. Okay. Be good. Work hard. Right? Okay.